Hey, welcome to Race Central Unplugged, the show where motorsports comes alive with raw energy, insider knowledge, unfiltered conversation. Leading the charge is the legendary broadcaster racer, the original disruptor of motorsports, Kurt Hansen, whose decades behind the wheel, behind the mic, bring fans closer to the heart of racing than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kurt Hansen.
I think
hey, Kurt, how are you?
I think that gave me a headache.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah. No, it's okay. How are you, brother?
I'm good. I'll be honest with you. The whole week of news was disrupting.
Yeah.
Never knew when I signed off on, and we never knew when we signed off last week on the show that the next day there'd be a brutal murder. Mm-hmm. So, working on that, helping folks get through that. My day job as a pastor. Yeah, but otherwise good. And had some good racing this week, and then we'll talk about it. But you know my feelings about the IndyCar schedule. I am not happy at all.
I have a very important topic we have to address, though.
Yes.
Did you get the toilets at the
daycare
fixed?
Yeah, yes, daycares are fixed. You know what it was? It was a bad pipe under the building.
Oh, yeah.
They had to cut the floor up, dig it out, replace the pipe, but it's done.
It was all those dead homeless people.
All that stuff flows downhill. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, it does. Last time I checked. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get that poop out of the way.
Thank you for asking. Yeah, but everybody, I stopped over today. Daycare director's happy, all the kids are happy, and all the toilets are working. So, amen. All right.
We'll flush.
So what you want? Can we start with the NASCAR thing? I was shocked. I watched that Scott Coletta, Top Fuel, Scott Coletta, smoke, and what did he get? Was it a suspension failure? How did that happen?
It's actually Doug Coletta. Scott Coletta died.
Doug Coletta. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know.
And it was right about this time of the year at Maple Grove, of all places.
Yeah, funny car accident, right?
It was. Yeah, it wasn't Maple Grove. God, I can't remember. It was either Maple Grove or Englishtown, which I believe Englishtown's been taken off the schedule because of it, because there's not enough runoff. But yeah, it was terrible. I've heard plenty of stories that will not repeat here, just because, if nothing else, the week that it has been, why go down that rabbit hole?
Horribly sad. But yes.
So
Doug Coletta.
Yeah, so Dougie Coletta wins the round. And as he's crossing the finish line, it either looks like the left front tire blew up or the upright failed. I am not Zapruder. And I'm not going to be. But, he whacked Tony pretty good. And Tony says that I have no recollection of it happening, because you can't see out of those cars anyway. Right. So if Dougie got the win, he might have just caught a wheel, the nose of the car ahead of him on the right lane. But he's popping the chute. He
knocked Tony on his side. Tony went on the side, I guess, and
smacked
pretty hard.
Smacked him real good in the wall and then on the side. But he remembers nothing, which is probably good. That's okay. If you can't remember, you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just saying they must have had to check him and clear him for concussion, right?
Oh.
That's the first thing you think. I would think, oh my gosh, can't remember. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, it knocked him out. He said he was very sore, but he says, "Oh my Lord, I've tipped sprint cars upside down a lot harder than that." So I'll be fine. He has. Yeah, he's back. He's back. In the championship fight. We'll see what happens. It should be a good one. Once they reset the points, a lot of crazy things can happen. And we didn't talk about this, and I know Tony Pedregon very, very, very well. He's given, really cool stuff to my godson, Justin, because he's a big Pedregon fan. Little known fact, Tony Pedregon is a big Steeler fan.
Is he really?
Yeah. And Cruiser is a big Raider fan. Shocking. Cruiser got the win. Yeah, Cruiser got the win. I actually gave him a Raider decal that he ran in his car for a long time. And also Angel, formerly Sampay now. But she's a big Raider fan. I gave her a Raider sticker she ran on the back of her bike when she won the championship. I mean, not all people that are Raider fans are bad people.
Can I ask you a question that fascinates me? And I don't know that this is true, but my impression is NHR, just drag racing people in general, they seem to be more down to earth than in other. Like they seem to be more approachable. I think of Anton Brown and those kind of guys. John Force. I mean, they seem to be more approachable than other kinds of racers. Is that true or no?
Well, it's kind of been grown into their DNA who they are, because NHRA has always promoted itself as every ticket's a pit pass.
Yep.
So it's and I would say, I know Antron very well. I know a lot of these guys very well, and they are really heavy duty, cool people.
Yeah,
and that's why we love talking to them on Race Central, which, by the way, we are back on this Friday from 3 to 5. It's a drive, 3 to 5 Mountain, streaming around the country, around the globe at racecentral.live. Click on the ESPN link. That guy right there, the Faster Pastor, will be on the program with an update from Indy. So that'll be kind of
cool.
So tune in, 3 to 5 Mountain Time.
Big IMSA race, the Battle of the Bricks, TireRack.com, Battle of the Bricks at Indy.
I love IMSA, but I need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So but it's also been ingrained into them, and it's no reason. I mean, no reason, but it's not surprising that the Force girls are so good at what they do. And Robert Height. I mean, for a long time, Robert Height, who's married to one of John's daughters, the oldest one.
Okay.
Sounded like John, because that's who they learned from.
Right.
And then the girls kind of softened it up, put a spin on it. Also, Brittany Force, see you later. Bye-bye. Going to go out to blowing out babies.
Yeah.
So
let's just start the family, which is good.
Yeah,
good.
One hot chick, Leah, comes back, and Brittany goes, and I love drag racing, but they're at a real crossroads.
Well, how so?
Economically.
Yeah.
Also, as we've talked on this program before, the big sponsors, rumors that aren't good. I'll just leave it at that.
And we're talking NHRA rumors.
Correct.
Right. Okay. So I mean, Mission Foods is big deal. I mean, they must be spending a ton of money on the series.
You got it. Well, I won't go into all those details, but Mission Foods got a real deal, as did Camping World.
Yeah.
When 2020 hit, that pandemic thing, and Coca-Cola pulled out, they kind of left the door hanging wide open, and some people that were very smart and very good business people came in and saw an opportunity to reach a lot of people.
Yep.
For a lot of bang for the buck.
Yeah.
So there we go. But I love drag racing people. The fans are pretty down to earth too. We've had this conversation before. I think it's a how do I put this nicely? It's a older demographic, a more gentlemanly demographic. And they've not done a good job at feeding youngsters in. They tried with the Sport Compact Series, which was, oh my God, that turned into a boombox and a stripper show.
Well, but they got the dragster, the junior dragster category, right? You got teenagers running dragsters. And, what are they, Kawasaki engines or something? What are they?
Yeah, whatever they are. But that's a lot of wealthy parents. That's not sponsor driven, and there's a big age gap. Now, having said that, Erica Andrews came from junior dragsters. Mm-hmm. And boy, did Erica unload on my friend Tony Pedregon, which I was talking about a minute ago. I know Tony real well. Good guy. He took a lot of heat when he first got the job. He was a big supporter of mine for the alleged NHRA TV job with Whit Bazemore that 2020 killed. And Tony was a big pusher of me for that, as were a lot of the PR people. And Tony's a good guy, but he really got Eric Ender's pride. And Tony's a great guy. Eric is
Are you kidding?
Cool.
Really?
Oh, no. She came up against her teammate, and I think it was the semis last week. And Tony pretty much came right down and said that her teammate laid down.
Is that when she won the event that weekend?
No, that was Indy.
Okay.
But it was the past weekend here at Maple Grove. He basically came out and said, it looks like, they're doing all they can to be sure Erica stays in the hunt. And
oh my gosh!
He definitely inferred, and there was a lot of that going on in the late 90s and early 2000s. That's
Wow.
why a lot of teams had 3 cars. So, if you came up against your teammate, oops, we smoked the tires on the hit, we red lit, whatever.
What, they had like team orders in the NHRA? Really? Wow, I didn't know that. John Force would imagine telling John Force, "Hey, John, you got to take a pass here because we let so and so win." You kidding me? He'd run you over.
I can tell you a funny story. We haven't got enough time for it now.
Hey, you know what? Real quick though, Kurt, let's take a minute and honor one of our partners, real quick. Yeah, I think we're ready for that right now. Thank you.
The beaming high noon sun, pop-up hailstorms, and harsh winter conditions. Colorado throws all of the elements at us. How are you going to protect your vehicle from all of that? ProTech Auto Shield is your best bet. ProTech Auto Shield is a premier Denver clear bra and paint protection facility, specializing in clear bra paint protection film, ceramic coatings, and ceramic window tinting. It's the most comprehensive protection your car or truck can get. Think of their clear bras as your protective invisible shield from scratches and pesky rock chips, while ProTech's advanced ceramic coating boasts a durable, high-gloss barrier that repels water, dirt, and contaminants. For the ultimate comfort with protection, their ceramic window tints block out harmful UV rays, reducing interior heat. And right now, ProTech Auto Shield's windshield tints are 30% off. And if you need hail repair, they'll pay for the deductible up to $500 for hail repair service. Visit them at 11114 West 44th in Wheat Ridge or head to ProTechAutoShield.com.
Okay, Kurt, just texted with someone you know. I'm not going to call out that name, but
is it who I think it is?
Well, it's a female. I'll say that.
You know what really pisses me off? It says messages from audience will display here.
Yeah.
Where the F are these people?
I don't know. We get a few on our show. We don't get a lot of. Honestly, the way it's always run, we get more people that watch the show afterwards than ever watch it live. It's always been that way, except when I did radio and I did live streaming with the radio program, and I had the largest streaming numbers of the whole station, the whole group, and I don't know why that is, but for some reason on this medium you get way more people on the rebound than you get live. It seems so.
I love people on the rebound.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, people.
Anyway, so
say something. Anyway, so Erica got really into Tony's face.
Yes.
And then,
wow.
She's a very smart young lady, and she handled it perfectly.
She's a pro.
And then,
she's a pro.
And then Tony retorted by saying, well, we're in the media. We have to call out what we think, what we see.
Yeah.
I get it. But I don't know. He didn't really say anything that I thought was that obtrusive. But, Erica took big offense, and she basically told him, you're a liar and you don't know what the hell you're talking. She said, you don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
So,
hey, does Tony have a son named Desi? Do you know that? Because I have a Desi Pendragon following our social channels.
He might. I
don't
know.
His posts make it look like if he's not a son, at least he's related to Tony. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, well, Tony's a great guy. So is Cruiser.
Little known facts.
Sometime when we're not on air, I'll tell you the reason that Cruiser and Tony don't talk to Frank.
Really?
And it also involves a woman.
Oh. Let's go back to Tony Stewart for a minute. Does this finalize Tony's decision to go to Pro Stock after he get whacked on the head in Top Fuel? Come on, Smoke. Slow it down a little bit, babe.
When he got whacked in a sprint car, he didn't go to Junior Dragster.
He didn't. No.
No,
he's, listen, he's not a kid anlimore.
Well, no.
He's not a kid anymore, and no one would coming out of that. I mean, we talked about this a few weeks ago. We'll probably never see John Force in a funny car again, right? That's not going to happen.
Oh God, no.
Right. Oh. So there's no shame to it.
I've been saying that for 2 years.
It's a stinking danger. It's the most dangerous sport in the world for crying out. We're not out there fencing with a face shield and an armor on and a thing that beep when you hit the guy. We're not talking about parlaying and sashaying. We're talking about going 340 miles an hour.
Yes, sachets are Ron Capps. Term. He uses that for tank slappers. But it happened at 335 miles an hour. So it wasn't like they were just walking.
Right, they're cruising with a parachute on.
Boom. But I think Pro Stock was in the works long before this. If you just think Leo woke up 2 weeks ago and said, "I'm going to come back,"
Yeah.
No
yeah.
way. And
No.
Brittany didn't. John
Right.
looked very sad that Brittany announced she was leaving. They had the press conference at the
Yeah.
holler, and John was sitting there, and you'd think this, somebody fed his dog cat food or something. He
Well,
didn't look very
you're
happy.
proud of your kids, particularly when they've been successful, the whole Force family, and yeah, sure, I get it. I get it.
I don't
I'd
think
be
we're
so-
going to see a Courtney or Ashley comeback though. Even though
No.
that'd be
no.
kind of. I mean, but the NHRA has no storylines. We're making more storylines right now.
Yeah.
And and Mike Salinas, when he won in Phoenix a couple of years ago, his daughter Jasmine, who's now running Mike's car because he had triple bypass surgery, and bad things happen when you put 6-7 G's on your heart.
Yeah.
Which leads me to Greg Anderson almost dying. That's a really good story. I'll talk about that someday.
Well, let me ask you this though, because our partner Speed Sport is the official broadcaster for IHR.
IHR, very good.
I'm hearing those guys are starting to make some noise. They're really starting to come
literally.
on, and I wonder if they're pulling some NHRA people over. What do you think?
So when I first got in this business about 25 years ago, NHRA was the big daddy, but NHRA PR people didn't like it if you even mentioned IHRA.
Really?
Because they were a thing. And there were a couple guys, like Clay Milliken comes to mind, that because of the schedule, they'd run both, which I think is kind of super cool.
I do too.
One thing IHRA is doing also that's smart is, they're doing some 8th mile stuff. And, not everybody's running around with 10 grand a weekend in their pocket. They can go more than that. But I mean, and you can go to IHRA and run, a competitive deal for a whole lot less. And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But no, and I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy that bought the series and the series rights about a year and a half ago has really done a good job at promoting him. He's
well heeled.
Yeah, and he's picking some tracks. I mean, the thing was for years, people say, "Oh, I'm going to go and run an IHRA weekend," and the NHRA people would say, "Oh, you're really risking your life going to those tracks because most of them we wouldn't even think about giving a sanction to." Well, guess what? The little sister or little brother is growing up, and she might have bigger boobs than you do. So just be careful.
I've watched several of those IHRA competitions on Speed Sport 1, speedsport1.com, available on any TV, any smart TV with Tubu, Tubi.
Go ahead, lather it up.
Roku.
Leave some air in the room.
And I'll tell you, it's good racing. It's good racing, and it doesn't look second class to me. It looks like the real deal.
Well, as long as these teams have enough money to keep it going.
Yeah.
That's the key. Because they're providing an alternative. They're finding, like the old saying goes, find a need and fill it. And they're filling a need. And I love drag racing. I love the NHRA, but a lot of people have been saying but dot for a lot of years. And God bless them. I hope they get it together because with a few slippery bananas out there, and the NHRA and IHRA could look like twin brothers.
You never know.
Well,
our friend who's been on the show several times, two-time NHRA champion Megan Meyer, has been crossing over and run some IHR with her sister. That's Randy Meyer Racing, and they're liking it. They're liking it. So it's much. The entry fees are much lower.
Yeah. The tracks are pretty good now. They're starting to get some crowd. Not really. I mean, they're not going to supplant the Gator Nationals or Pomona
U.S. Nationals. You're not going to.
Indy Nationals. I mean,
you're not going to do that.
It's like no. So, but you never know.
That's like the USFL is never going to supplant the NFL, but you still some good football if you're particularly and it's out of season. It's off season to the NFL. If you want to watch football, well, there's some good playing out there. So it's good.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about let's switch gears for a minute. Let's shift gears. IndyCar dropped the schedule today. I'm not upset that they're like the last to give their schedule. And I know you feel differently, but I just don't like what I see. I feel like if you're going to take that long to develop a schedule, you ought to have a stinking decent one. And I don't think this is it. I don't like the spacing of it. The Mexico. I didn't want to go to Mexico anyway, so I don't even care that we're not going to Mexico. Because we are going to a different track in Canada. Okay, fine. And we are going to Arlington and racing in Texas. Fine. Coming back to Phoenix, so we're back on the NASCAR side.
Big time.
But yeah, they load the front end of the schedule with 4 races in March. Kurt.
Well, it's like drugs. Load them up early so you hook them. But I mean, so it was interesting to see when I saw Markham and Arlington. I went, well, that's pretty good. I wonder if we'll have. I'm going to say something political. I better not. Okay. Yeah, I can only. I mean, I've been to Arlington, and I can only either one side of the track is Democrats and liberals, and the other side of the track is Republicans.
Yeah,
and whatever. That'd be pretty funny. Kamala Harris out there waving the starter's flag.
I don't know this is fact. I know that IndyCar, because I know IndyCar has some liberal Democrat fans. I know that. But I'm gonna guess the owners, the bulk of the owners for sure, and the bulk of the teams for sure, and I'm gonna say more than half of the fans in IndyCar tend to be more conservative.
I would agree. Just look at their demographics. Yeah. I mean, and that's not a rip. Now we're going to be called racist. Right. Yeah, because facts are now racist.
Yeah.
But so here I was thinking late at night, all through the night, not sleeping for days, on how to fix the IndyCar schedule.
Keep us right there. Hold the suspense right there. Hold us, but don't lose that thought.
Suspension.
When we come back, after we're going to thank one of our partners. When we come back, Kurt Hansen's going to tell us how to fix IndyCar. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
For over 30 years, Rocky Mountain Car Care in Broomfield has been your trusted, family-owned shop for everything your vehicle needs, from oil changes to engine rebuilds and everything in between. Their ASE-certified technicians service all makes and models using the latest technology, and they back their work with a 24-month, 24,000-mile warranty. As a AAA-approved and Napa Auto Care Center, quality isn't just a promise, it's the Rocky Mountain Car Care standard. Their pit crew is loaded with decades of experience, including IndyCar, NASCAR, and Formula One crew experience. They bring championship-level precision and hometown service to bring you and your family across the checkered flag, or wherever you need to go. And right now, get 15% off your next service when you mention promo code Rocky Mountain. That's right, 15% off just for giving your car the care it deserves. Call today or schedule online at RockyMountainCarCare.com. Rocky Mountain Car Care. Hometown heart, championship level experience.
All right, we've been waiting for this. We are. I'm serious, because I'm looking at this IndyCar schedule and feeling disappointed. I feel like we have, we got a great broadcast partner in Fox. Fox blows up the TV numbers, and
Great.
then so Kurt, what's your opinion? How can IndyCar get fixed? Because
first of all, were you still texting with that female during the break?
No.
Okay.
No, it's done.
Not a different female.
No, it's finalized.
Oh. God. Excuse me.
Can't say. Remember, I'm a pastor, so let's not get off the deep end here. Okay. So how can we?
I wasn't going to say anything bad.
How can we? I'd love to hear your thoughts on how we can fix IndyCar.
So here's the deal. You can't fix it. No.
Wait, we waited on commercial breaks. You can't fix it? No, come on.
No. So here's the deal. Formula One is truly a global audience, which is why American companies want into Formula One. Right. Yeah. Last I checked, we are a global economy, unless I'm going to say something bad again.
It's true. It's true.
But yeah, that's why the American races had to happen, because the Euros knew they had to have America, because the sponsors in Europe wanted the American crowd. American companies, why is Cadillac going? Really? Do they need to, have your grandfather's Oldsmobile over there?
Nobody drives Cadillacs in Europe. That's why. Yeah.
Well, exactly. And the demographic.
Yep.
The people died.
Yeah.
The demographic died. Now they're skewing a much younger audience. They got cool cars. They sound cool. So that cross-pollination has to happen. Indy, which ironically Formula One changed their schedule for the Indy 500 so they wouldn't conflict. Mm-hmm. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Because maybe they thought there's some of the global audience that would be watching them would be watching the Indy 500 because it is kind of a one-day event. You know, it used to be 3 weeks of Indy, but it is really it's a spectacle.
Yeah.
And so NASCAR wants to go to more European or south of the border, whatever countries.
Mexico, which they tried, but probably not going back.
IndyCar wants to. It's all about this cross-pollination and getting the global audience to look at the sponsor's product. Mm-hmm. So, IndyCar is, yes, an American series. There's no doubt about it, even though 90% of the drivers come from someplace else. You know, Jacob not able, notwithstanding.
Yeah.
Did you see that somebody listed all the names of the guys that shouldn't be in IndyCar?
Oh, gosh.
It was Jacob not able.
Yeah,
it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's not my words, but
yeah, it is brutal. But I mean, hey, you know what? Let's just talk. Well, let's be honest. Okay.
So could, and it goes against all the concept of the IndyCar series, but Penske owns what? An entertainment company.
Well, he does now because he's got an entertainment company partnering with him.
Yeah. Could IndyCar schedule some races at global sites later in the season that may not compete with the NFL, but they may be picking up tens of millions of new viewers that are in other markets that don't give a rat's ass about football to watch open wheel racing because open wheel racing rules the world. So go to another market, air. I also thought about this. What about Friday night races late in the season?
I'm happy with that. I like that.
Me too.
I like that.
Because Friday night, you're not going head to head with much. Right. College football, but you don't want to go to head to heads with college football on Saturday or Saturday night.
No, but I love Friday night.
Maybe look at some lulls in the schedule where there's some deadbeats on Saturday night, and you do like they did years ago in Phoenix, and you run a Saturday night race.
Yeah.
Which Jerry Hildebrand told me was one of the most terrifying races ever. He said his head didn't work right for days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's flat.
I think that I think you really hit on something. I think the night racing is genius. And
it looks fantastic.
You can't do it everywhere, but I think more night races would be a huge seller.
So how about a Friday night race in Nashville?
Yeah.
How about a Friday night race in Phoenix?
Yeah.
How about, just find some soft spots, but the team owners would lose their mind because it's going to cost them a fortune.
Well, if you got to start shipping cars to, Surfers Paradise, where are you going to get the budget for that? IndyCar's not going to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for it.
Just surf. I believe in the past they did give some travel assistance to teams back in the heyday. But find some soft Friday night race, Saturday night race. I think, again, the cross-pollination with having NASCAR and IndyCar at Phoenix next year for the season finale. No, in March, excuse me.
Right, opener.
Great stuff. Because it shares two audiences in one spot at one time. You got IndyCars on Saturday, so it's not going against football. It's not football season, but and you got then the O'Reilly Auto Parts, Xfinity, Camping World, Craftsman Truck. Call it whatever you want. Series.
Whatever it is, yeah. You know. How many thought I tell you? They're doing it anyway. So they got the Tire Rack 8-hour race this weekend in Indianapolis, IMSA race. They set up they bring in a gazillion tons of temporary lighting to light the track up. You've got good lighting on the front stretch, but they bring all. Why not take the Grand Prix race at Indianapolis? Why not do the same thing? Bring in the lighting and make that a Saturday night race. I'm telling you, that would be a huge success.
NASCAR proved it a long time ago. People love the night races. They wrap them with special wraps so they all get all twinkly and cool looking. The racing's exciting.
Yes.
Bristol, even though it was a tire, I'll tell you too, the final segment, why it's not Goodyear's fault those tires failed, but everybody's blaming Goodyear.
Mm-hmm.
But good race. Christopher Bell's a good guy, and congratulations to AJ Allmendinger in his first pole. But yeah, I think
But he dropped out, right? Where did he finish? He finished way down, right? AJ Allmendinger?
Yeah. I mean, but getting a pole for him there is not that surprising because that guy is a real witch behind the wheel.
He's
I was a big fan of them signing him back in the when they tried to get Ryan Newman, and they were getting the cars from Childress, and Childress said, no. And they got Regan Smith.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was after Regan. They got Kurt Busch, the Kurt and Kurt show. Anyway, and Kurt Busch definitely put them on the map.
For sure. Hey, I want to ask you a question about. Hasn't Kyle Larson been really good at Bristol historically?
Gosh,
what happened? Finished 32nd. I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
Five laps down. Of course, at Bristol, you blink your eye and you're a lap down. But
yeah, he got a stick in his spokes.
Where did the stick come from? Did one of his competitors throw it in there? Hey, we've got one more opportunity. We got one more opportunity to thank one of our partners. So we're going to do that right now.
Car lovers, hot rod collectors, and gearheads, your dream garage just became a reality. Store your four-wheeled pride and joy at Titan Car Condos, a secure, gated community built for people who speak the language of horsepower. With 24/7 surveillance, electric climate control, and 100-amp, 120 or 230-volt power options, your prized possession is safe, powered, and pampered. Every unit features a water bib, natural gas bib, and fire suppression system with optional mezzanines to customize your space. Create your own theme to show off your sweet ride. Rub shoulders with like-minded hobbyists, swap stories, and build your collection in comfort without breaking the bank thanks to Titan Car Condo's low HOA fees. You and your new motorhead friends can kick back in their 3-story clubhouse with a covered rooftop lounge, outdoor kitchen, and pristine mountain views. With easy access to US 85, Titan Car Condos is where automobile passion meets premium space. Get all the details by visiting TitanCarCondos.com today.
Hey, back with Kurt Hansen, Race Central Unplugged. I noticed there was a number of playoff drivers that didn't make the top 10. Now, I guess if they're in the playoffs, right? Does it work that way? If you're
as long as you got to win,
yeah,
you win in any of the rounds and you're in. NASCAR was talking about changing the format in 2026. There's a lot of people that are not happy about it. But I do want to address the tire thing real quick. So
yeah, what happened?
Goodyear brought different tires to Bristol because the place it's very rough, and the tire. And I hate when the IndyCar broadcast uses the word tire deg. Every other phrase. Yeah, it's just tire wear. Let's just call it what it is. We don't need a fancy name.
They got that from Europe. That came over from Europe. The same reason you got what's his name, Will Buxton, calling the safety car. We don't think in safety cars. We have pace cars.
Yeah, or when he called the gallons liters or whatever. But I like Will. It's the crew chiefs set the cars up.
Yeah,
and you can set them up with as much camber, caster. I mean, you got a lot of play there, and you get over aggressive at a place like that, and it's going to burn the tires off the car.
Yeah.
And a right front. I mean, shocking. You're turning left the whole freaking time.
Right.
Like I say, talk like this, do like that, like I see on TV on Sunday. You're going to burn the tires off. So the crew chiefs. It's very easy to point the finger at Goodyear. Maybe does Goodyear have it figured out? I don't know. Are they going to spend $1 billion to design a tire for one track?
No. God, I'm tired. I was happy. I like Christopher Bell. I was happy with the outcome. Oh yeah. I'm glad he won. Keselowski, he's going to retire, right? Was that or
he should?
Denny Hamlin's going to retire? Should.
Hamlin, after his 2-year contract is up, he is out. Brad Keselowski hasn't been a factor in a long, long time. I believe he finished second. He tried to turn Christopher Bell on the last lap. Shame on you. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And Joey Logano, top 5. He doesn't have a great history at Bristol, so that was good.
No,
Top
but
5.
Logano always finds a way, even if he has to crash his way into it like he did in 2018 at the Roval, and because he wasn't going to make the final round, and he went on to Homestead and got the mystery caution with about 20 to go, and on the restart got it in front of our driver Martin Truex.
Yeah,
and the rest is history. Do we have time to talk about Daniel Ricciardo for a second?
We do. Okay. I feel bad for Daniel. He's how the mighty are fallen, right? I mean, it's just
Netflix Drive to Survive made him a global entity. There was no personality that's shown bigger than he, and he had a real opportunity because he started with Red Bull, started with a junior team, and then went up to a big team, and he had a real opportunity. And it's interesting. I don't claim to know all the backstories, or I wasn't there, a fly on the wall, but something must have happened, because I know he was very torn between leaving Red Bull and going to Renault, but when he made that decision, he's like, he shows him jumping in the water and says, "What's this going to be for?" Well, yeah, okay, I get it. And he made a lot of strides at Renault, but he made Renault better. Yeah, I'm not sure Renault made
him better. No, exactly. And I'll tell you, he's still my favorite F1 driver. Well, whatever. I mean, he's still. I still like Daniel a lot. I mean, always had a smile on his face, always willing to talk about. He was just a good guy. I just like him.
Well, he's got a bit of silliness, so he kind of puts, in the robotic world of Formula One, it puts some human, and then so he leaves Renault, and boy, did and I forget the name of the guy that ran Renault at the time, but Renault became Alpine because Renault made a car called the Alpine. That's another story for the day, but that guy got shit canned.
Oh, let me just say too, I want to give a shout out. I can't. I'm drawing a blank in his name, but a guy that was working at Alpine in sponsorship just got a job at Cadillac F1. So I was happy.
I saw that.
Happy to see that happen.
Yeah, but so he goes to Renault. He leaves then he goes to McLaren. Well, McLaren was not good then, and they invested. They were going to make, and were making, what's his name? The next big deal, and his name is escaping me for the moment. But then they go in and bring in a super youngster, Oscar Piastri, who was a test driver at Williams, I believe, or Alpine. I think it was Alpine, and finds himself Lando Norris. Thank you very much. Finds him.
I like both of them, by the way. I like.
Yeah,
Oscar
according to Will Buxton on Race Central, said the two funniest, most human, goofy pods in Formula One are Lando and Daniel, and they were teammates. And that fell apart. Then it's off to Alpine. Then off to AlphaTauri, which then got rebranded as the Red Bull Junior team, and then they rebranded it to Cashback Visa or
Alpha
whatever.
Cashback Visa.
I have one of those.
ATM, whatever.
I think I'm over limit. Actually, could you loan me a few bucks?
I absolutely could. So here's the question. I mean, what's the redemption for Daniel? Is there redemption in sight for Daniel Ricciardo?
No, I guess I heard he's doing truck sales commercials down in.
Oh, really?
He's got plenty of money. Yeah. He doesn't really have. He might have some. He might have something to prove though, because I call him an enigma. And the only thing we know for certain about Daniel, he had 8 Formula One victories. He should have had a lot more. 32 or 33 podiums. Should have had a lot more. But
how old is he now? What do you think?
67.
No, I'm saying he was late 30s.
Yeah, it's got to be late 30s. Yeah. But he seems like a very, very close with his parents. I think Daniel Ricciardo, for all his craziness, I'm not sure that was highly accepted by a lot of people in the robotic.
So proper.
Formula One world. He'd be Romain Grosjean, except a lot better, and he won't crash every weekend.
Yeah. and better personality.
Danny, the crowds here.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about a guy you could get behind and his silliness.
Gosh.
And there's a bunch of silly guys in Formula. I mean,
I got a place for him. If he wants to keep driving, I got a place for him. Dale Coyne. He'd be perfect for Dale Coyne Racing.
It's kind of what Dale does, doesn't he?
And people would love Daniel over here.
Oh, well,
love him.
Here we go. It's Justin Wilson 2.0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very similar.
People would love. I mean, could you imagine a sponsor? That guy.
Talk about a brand ambassador. Oh my God.
And getting you exposure in your activation.
Wow.
Which, by the way, will Patron be at Indy and IMSA? I don't think they run a car anymore, do they?
No.
Their heel is very good.
Not IMSA. So Daniel Ricciardo, if you're listening, if you're watching the show, you probably are because so many people watch the show.
Yeah.
Call me, Will Marotti, or email me, Will Marotti.
Wouldn't that
we want to get you hooked up in IndyCar.
So I had a big project I was trying to do with Justin Wilson's former champ car, the 01 car, the McDonald's car.
Yeah.
And that he drove right during the split.
For Newman Haas during that time?
Yes.
Yeah.
The 01 car. And turns out that Jimmy Vasser owned it.
Yeah.
So I was doing a big tribute to my good friend after he passed. And I was going to get, because we had a big party for him here. I mean, like 1,000 people at Quaker Steak and Lube, and he was there with his dad and everything. And we would have done it again. And I wanted to have the car. And then we were going to shoot the TV show around the car and tell the story of the car and blah, blah, blah. And my good friend, Kathy Lauterbach, who was PR for them for a long time at Haas, now at Lanigan. And make a big deal out of it. And I talked to Jimmy about it because Jimmy and I were not so really, but kind of sort of teammates because everything on my car came off of his or Jamie Gallus's car when they were at Genoa when I was running Atlantics, which, by the way, the car can't wait 2 weeks. But
did you know Rick Peterson from Atlantics?
Oh, God. Rick Peterson almost killed me.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, no, he almost killed me.
Okay. Sam
trashed me out.
Sam Schmidt's partner.
Yeah, with automatic fire sprinkler systems.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
But he, you know what? He almost killed me at the Corkscrew Laguna, which is ironic because it was a 3-car crash, and some people felt that I cost Jimmy Vasser his championship that year because Jovi and Jimmy were fighting it out, and allegedly Jimmy cut his tire on the front wing of my car, which was impossible because the front wing of my car was buried into the side of Rick Peterson's car because he turned me like that.
Oh, I thought you had because you had your front wings filed down and sanded so they wouldn't be sharp.
Edges. No, but then people saw the tape. Kurt had nothing to do with it. It was just a piece of, but he did get a cut tire, had to pit.
Yeah.
And Jovi won the race and won the championship, I think, by 2 points. But Jimmy and I are very, very good friends. But Jimmy had the car. I wanted it. He said, Kurt, God, I would have loved to have done this project. I was going to pay for shipping it out, the whole deal.
Yeah.
Because we have a very shiny, beautiful car museum here with, $1 million cars in it.
Sure.
But he had just literally put the car in a container to go to the Motorsports Museum in the UK. So that would have been so fun. But Daniel, let me tell you, we might be onto something.
I'm telling you, Dale Coyne, because I'm sure Daniel could bring some funding. I'm sure if we could get a sponsor that would back Daniel.
You know what?
And Dale Coyne needs the drive. He's got 2 open seats right now. Yeah,
Dale might put him in the car on a limited deal.
Yeah.
Till he finds money.
Dale Coyne, call me.
Because Daniel could bring money.
He could. And wouldn't it be refreshing to have somebody with that personality to show up? Oh my gosh, it'd be so wonderful to have Daniel Ricciardo.
Who do you think the closest guy personality wise is to Danny right now in IndyCar?
I would say probably Connor Daly. Connor's got a big personality. I would say Scott McLaughlin's got a good personality.
Oh, absolutely. I think Scott's more.
I think Will Power's got a great personality.
Oh yeah.
Now he's at Andretti. So.
Well, have you read the things that Liz has said lately?
Oh boy. Well, they treated him horribly. You don't treat somebody that way, Kurt. Not when he's been that good of a driver for you. Championships, Indy 500, poles, all-time great pole winner. No, you don't treat him. Hey, we are out of time. We're gonna wrap it up. No, don't say goodbye. What else? What else?
I'm going to the bar.
Going to the bar. Going to the bar.
Go to the bar.
So, am I going to be on your show Friday? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, we'll
you
get
want to call in from Indy?
Absolutely.
All right.
Get a very long piece of string.
We're going to start promoting your show in our newsletter.
You're already in my newsletter.
And let me say, please go to our YouTube channel, the Pits Are Open podcast on YouTube. We'd love for you to be there. Go to our newsletter. Go to our website, pitsareopen.com. Sign up for our newsletter. Thank you.
And YouTube, Race Central Media, website streaming, racecentral.live. Be sure and tune in Friday, 3 to 5. It's called The Drive, 3 to 5 Mountain. NHRA guests.
NASCAR guests. Everybody.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of something for it.
Yeah. Nationwide streaming around the world, Race Central.
And around the globe for 20 years. You believe that?
Yes. That's a long stretch. Congratulations. That's
my TV show. Radio 24, 25, TV 20, and streaming for 20.
Wow. That's awesome.
And I'm still broke.
That's impressive. Well, we don't do it because of the money. We do it because we love it, right?
Boy, do I love it. I'm so glad that we hooked up. This makes my day. I look forward to this.
I do too. And I think this is one of our best shows. This one right here. I feel like we really flowed well together.
We're only going to get better, baby.
Yes, you got it.
All right, brother. Talk to you Friday.
All right, Kurt. God bless you. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
See you next week.